go home, go hard, or go home, go hard, or go home, go hard, or go home. Touchdown like the end zone. When the circle to the my home, can't get me out of my zone. Go hard, or go home, go hard, or go home. Yeah, these championship rings on my hands now. In my head, I'm top 10, yeah, that's hands down. The squad, now you're looking man down. Funny how foes turn to friends now. Drive a race car like a tar now. I'm filling up, I need product again. Treat the business like a playground, might slide on you. Do a backflip, cause I'm mad rich. I'm the definition of what that is. Go hard, or go home. 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 Touchdown like the end zone. When the circle turn to my home, can't get me out of my zone. Go hard, or go home. Go hard, or go home. I'm a warrior, I go back to back, then go back to back. If I top the top, then I double back, and I'm topping that. Yeah, I beat my own records. Yeah, I gotta get money fast. Same team, I don't set trick. Never dull, this electric. When they put the bricks on my toes, me and bro, that's the giving goal. Stay 100, and so, keep them coming. I know. I don't flood my wrist, so I'm not dumb like that. I just wanna give my mama 100 racks. Go hard, or go home. 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 Touchdown like the end zone. When the circle turn to my home, can't get me out of my zone. Go hard, or go home. Go hard, or go home.
Commentary classic. Went and tell the news, he told the news and done smashed it. Went around and learned the game and got that game mastered. Say you got the T, but she got the T faster. Fools pull the wool, limbs they layin' past her. She's a boss bitch, so you'll never get it past her. Funky Fridays, it be fun if you play it right. Me, I like the ladies, so you see me up on ladies' night. Pat got the game tight, play the game so right, so fly. You can laugh and cry in the same night. Onepapoose got to put the name up in lights. Onepapoose got to put the name up in lights. One thing you oughta know, you're fucking with a boss bitch. One thing you oughta know, you're fucking with a boss bitch. One thing you oughta know, you're fucking with a boss bitch. Thought you had the game a lot, but you done lost it.
Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning, you guys. Good morning. How's everybody doing today? How's everybody doing? Everybody's good. Everybody is good. Hello, people. Hello, hello, hello. Um, Happy Friday. Happy Friday. Funky Friday, whatever which way you guys want to call it, it is all good with me. It's all good with me. Hello, everybody. Hello, Curtis, Harlem, T. Lynn. T. Lynn, you full of surprises, but I'll holler at you later. Thank you, T. Lynn. I got like a big smile last night coming through the door. Thank you, sweetheart. I appreciate that. Thank you so much. Stephanie, what up? What up? What up? Jamie, Lori, what up? What up? What up, everybody? Linace, what up? What up? What up? Oh boy. Yeah, it's a little bit unusual morning, you guys. I'll be leaving up out of here in a little bit. I stopped being late for work because of YouTube. The mortgage and things still must be paid around here. And Onepapoose grind must not fall off of her grind due to a lot of the distractions. Somehow Papoose has been put on a pedestal where she didn't ask to be, didn't choose to be. I sit here and run a channel and speak my opinions on things that I see out here. Um, Not thinking that a lot of people would be out here and want to hurt a lot of people or do all those different things. However, I don't care about that stuff. I've been at the age where I have made up my mind to where if these black people want to kill off these black people, it makes a better world for me. And I get it that a lot of you people don't understand my demeanor. I am very complex, and I'm complex for a certain reason. It just didn't start when I clicked on this button. Let me tell you that. It's been my whole freaking life. I'm complex. Um, yeah. My personal life is my personal life just as well as your personal life is your personal life. So to want to be out there and asking a bunch of questions about who is Onepapoose, it's none of their business of who I am. I am here and I came out here for one purpose only, and that was Mr. Robert Sylvester Kelly. And in a minute, I'm going to show you a video that really pushed me out here alongside with the docuseries, okay? And I presumed that I had very good, valid reasons to want to spiritually connect with this situation with Mr. Robert Sylvester Kelly, not with the people out here, because I am well aware that everybody is going to have their own insight, their own opinions about why this happened, how this happened, when this happened, what happened. I'm aware of that. So once you are aware of those type of situations, especially of what he is up against, there's no need for one pap to come out here to try to prove to anybody that I can hold a very intellectual conversation or that I can comprehend very damn well. You best to believe that. I comprehended this shit so very well to where I started my opinions out on a particular guy. I chose to call him that. It's not a demeaning, demotic way of thinking at it. I found him being very hilarious in his insight about Mr. Robert Sylvester Kelly and about where and how he had placed himself aligned with Mr. Robert Sylvester Kelly. Me, I listened very well. Everybody out here was kept saying, don't say my name. Keep my name out your fucking mouth. That's all you will hear out here. Well, okay, well, we won't say your name. So psychologically, what do? You give them another name. Guess what? If it's not your name, then don't goddamn respond to it. As simple as that. Yes, I named him that. I thought of the way his character was based on Good Times. If most of you guys watch Good Times and you know when Bookham comes in with Rolona and them, everything was always a ha ha goddamn joke. And when you really look inside of Bookham's character, he always came with the goddamn tool belt and the goddamn overall suit ready to gear up and go fix a pipe. And you never saw him fix any goddamn thing. At least I haven't. Maybe he laid underneath the sink once upon a time in those episodes. Other than that, he just kind of appeared, put his little sauce out there to Rolona and them and JJ and made his jokes and he left. Never followed through. He never completed anything. That's why he was associated with that name. And he's not the only one. I do it here in my real life. Don't say your name, okay? In order for me to remember you, in order for me to know what your character is like, I have to find something to identify you with. It's no difference than taking an exam. When you're taking an exam and you know that it's a very difficult exam for you, you have to find something that is associated either to the question that will help you remember the answer that you have to put to that question. That's how I teach my daughter. If she's on an exam about astronomy, I have to relate something to her about yellow, meaning the goddamn sun or things like that. I associate a lot of things, and I have to now, really, because I am a much older person now. So the memory just don't click, 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 click. I have to do a lot of association to remember a lot of things except for money. I have a bad addiction to money. I realize that money do put you in a comfortable place where you don't have to wake up and worry about bread, milk, and cereal. I realized that the more addictive that I became to money, how settled and comfortable my life would be, that I didn't have to be out and involve myself in the government assistance of anything for those people to know what and who I am. Those people don't know me. I don't knock people that did it because some of us is not as fortunate. And what I mean by that is we enable with disabilities. We either born with them or we give them to ourselves. When you start telling yourself that you are this one way, and when you start telling yourself that I can't all the time, that makes you a not doer. Pap is a doer since the age of 13. I grind. I grind because I knew I wasn't going to be that person where a whole bunch of people, including your slave ass government, was going to know pretty much about me. I knew that once I started working, the people that needed to know about me was the internal revenue. Paid every taxes all the time, except for one time. I'm lying. Except for one time. Went to the casino far, far north of here. Never had been. First time there. The big, humongous slot machine. Yes, I dropped $5 in that bitch and I hit $45,000 on that my very first time. And I walked out of that bitch. And I took 30 grand of that money and put it in an investment. And that was over. Eleven, 12 years ago. Can you imagine the investment that I did with that and how much interest and everything that my money had grown on that? Yeah. And you know what? It's the beneficiary on it. Yeah. To my children. I don't want it. I'll be gone. So I build my life so that my children didn't have to go out and get involved
in all of the government things where these people pry and control your freaking life. You're on the government this. You got to come down and make appointments for this and re-register for this and check in for this and do this and do that. Slavery. I stay away from it. That's where he got that name. But because I give him that name, it made a lot of people bitter out here. With me giving him that, I've never come after the man about, I'm going to kill you, or I'm going to look you up, or I'm going to call your mother, or this or that. My critiquing about Bookham was solely on the things that he would say pertaining Mr. Robert Sylvester Kelly. And there was a lot of descriptions with his stories. They did not line up. I am a who, what, when, where, and why person. I am crossing my legs right now, you guys. I'm having my tea too. Good morning, everybody in the chat. Good morning. Thank you, Roland. Thank you. I'm okay with being talked about. This is what we do. This is what we cannot rise above. I'm okay with that. I said it the other day. You cannot tear down something that is already built up. There's only one person that can take me out of here. And he's already have that plan for me, whether if I walk out there and get hit by a car. I'm satisfied with knowing that that was probably his plan for me to go. I'm okay if I get cancer. I know that that probably was his plan. I don't get where people don't understand life and death, because it happens. I was okay with my dad's death. Hit me pretty hard because that was my best friend. But I had to understand it. I had to snap back into reality. Some crazy goddamn disease started hitting out here. My dad fell ill and it took him out. I accepted that. I don't choose to carry that on and let it enable me in my life. It strengthened me. I have to do more. That's what it does. But as I sat here and I watched just a little bit of what went on, and then I went back to sleep, and I'm sitting here thinking, I don't owe a motherfucker shit. I don't owe a motherfucker not one explanation about my goddamn life. Now, I take it that from what I heard, I think 2 days ago, you had attempted to try to look me up. There is no need to do so. There is nothing behind me but Jesus. You should have saw him because he got me. There's nothing back there. You were so concerned about, whether if she works here and whether she works there. See, what good people would have noticed is that she got a goddamn job. And that's all that should have fucking mattered. But no, you wanted to dig a little bit further. She doesn't have some work clothing thing, and she's not in the defers and this or that. So I had to ask myself, question, what fucking business is it of anybody's? What business is it? You're not the one that has to contribute to it. I do. And someone commented that, oh my God, all you do is talk about money. You know what? You're motherfucking right. Because if I can help the next person on investing and learning what shares are and different types of funds and the difference between 401s and TSPs, I like doing that shit. Showing you what interest, which one would be the good fund, which one would be the bad fund. Show you what the stocks are Show you what the bonds are. Yeah. That's crazy, huh? I don't want to hear about your goddamn laws out there. I really, really don't. Because after slavery, when they let every fucking nigga go out here to go on and do what you want to do, you got your freedom out here. And you still can't come together to keep people lifted and get under one goddamn God, because last I checked, we serve only one. But no, you got everybody with these different ideas of we gonna go over here and do this way and we gonna do this way. I'm not blind to the reality of life out here. I'm not a groupie and I'm not a clique. Because I know demonic ass people don't want shit for you. You have to want it for yourself. That's what I do. No new friends. No new motherfucking friends. None. I just gave you the story about Bookham. So if you still want to stay bitter about that, by all means do so. But will I ever wish any death or harm on anybody? No, that's not my style. That's not my style. I already know life and death. We're all not going to live forever. But to take people out, to be looking people up for something that's not going to benefit you, what I'm doing in my life, it benefits me. Doesn't benefit you. Who the man is and who the dog is and that benefits me. Those are my things. I will never look anybody up. So I don't care. That's your life. Do what you want to do. But we've had all kind of opportunities to get it together out here. It's not what y'all want. I'm not speaking about the people that's in the chat right now. I'm just speaking in general. That's not what you guys want. You still wants to just tear off each other's head. Everybody wants to be the leader at something. I don't know what, but over this shit right here, I did say, have at it. Take my name off of the shit. You want the shit? None of it. Wow. This is crazy. I'm going to continue to run this channel and do as Pat pleases on here. I do. I love laughter. I'm going to have fun with it. Yeah, I do. And I will continue to do so. But you ain't going nowhere out here. Black folks ain't going nowhere. Gonna still be stuck right here in this conditional slavery mental way of thinking. You are. She says that I said, you're not my kind. And that's what the fuck I meant. I'm not changing that shit. My kind teaches. My kind doesn't tear down in a very demonic way and then just keep going and keep going and keep going and keep going. My kind ain't out there looking up people's shit. I don't have a clothing allowance. In case you really want to know the truth about that. And you know why? I opt out that shit because of black ass people like you. You think I'm not aware of what people can pick and choose to do what they do? You think that I'm not aware of how to dodge every freaking bullet? If I'm smart enough to dodge the government whole bunch of slavery bullshit that they got to offer, slow-minded, undermined, thinking ass motherfuckers, what makes you think that I can't outsmart your motherfucking ass? Are you fucking kidding me? What makes you think that I would have ever enlisted my name? I don't put my name on much of shit. You ain't gonna find it because I opt out of shit like that. And it's because of it. You prove my point exactly. But she's not even on this, and I can't even find her name on this. You're exactly the fucking reason Why? I already get enough of them motherfucking Arabians or whoever, the Indians on my fucking phone talking about your motherfucking car warranty expired and my shit sitting out there brand motherfucking new with 20,000 miles on it. I'm tired of them looking at me and accidentally finding my shit to call me. You think I can't outsmart them? Yeah, I can. Yeah, I can. No, I don't. No new friends. No new friends. No. The fuck on. The fuck on. That disturbed me though a little bit. Because then in the same sense, you sit here and you tell me that how I'm motherfucking idiotic or I can't comprehend. And then somehow you twist your fucking tongue and do the fucking opposite. Are you fucking kidding me? Are you fucking kidding me? I like that I'm complex. I like the fact that you think that I am slow and I am illiterate and I can't comprehend a motherfucking thing. I like that. That's a good thing. Had I wanted to be out here with my personal life, I would have done so. Hello, Michelle. That's it. That's all. Stephanie, what's up? What's up? Tanea. Hello, Carolyn. Good morning. Good morning, Juicy. Good morning. I was called pathetic. I was called pathetic. Am I pathetic because I'm not rowing the same motherfucking boat as everybody else? Is that what makes me pathetic? Because I don't have my pom poms on and my skirt on, cheering on the bullshit? Is that what makes me pathetic? Then I'll take that then. I'll take that. Usually the people that don't fit in and dance into the beat of the bullshit is the ones that's pathetic. So I get that shit. I'll take that shit too. Still can't tear me down. Can't tear me down. I said have at it. I said have at it. It's the hallucination, the overwhelming of your imagination about Onepapoose that's got a lot of people panties in the bunch. It's unnecessary. It's unnecessary. It's going to always be, as long as I press this button, a Pap and Bookham goddamn show when I feel like it. And everybody else out there is more than welcome to have their show plus Onepapoose. I don't go nowhere. I pick and choose what and whom platform in their chat room that I like to sit into where I can find an ounce of love or laughter at. But them channels where you just going back and forth about this and about that, if it ain't about somebody's, about my hair, it's about my teeth, it's about the skin, and I still fucking glow. And I still fucking glow. I still fucking glow. You can't tear down what's already built up. Good morning, Priscilla. Good morning, Harlem and Beauty. Good morning, moderators. Good morning. I thought I might have seen beautiful. I'm not sure. I wasn't really looking all the time, but too cute. Good morning. Good morning, Curtis Ray, my sunshine. Good morning, Pee Wee Mac. So, and also told that, well, she doesn't tell the truth about anything. No. I give my opinions about the R. Kelly shenanigans. Opinions. She doesn't even know the goddamn indictments. Glad you mentioned that because it's not hard to figure out about the goddamn indictments. Once I heard in the lot of interviews, the docuseries was the main one. And the video that I'm going to show you guys in a minute. And I do not own the rights to that video. I'll have you guys put the disclaimer up in a minute. Once I seen all of that, right, I believe I did a live at one point where I talked about, I do have 3 girls. I have one middle one. She gives me the run for my motherfucking buck, but she can't roll with this. This ain't what the fuck she want. She tries it, but she know when to stand the fuck down because I'm still mom. Yeah. Do I think that I'm a badass female? Yep. Just like everybody sitting in this room. You gonna stand your ground. Did I mean every freaking word that I said when it came to the lady in the wheelchair? Yes, the fuck I did. Because I have to be a damn fool to let somebody roll up on me and think that they're going to knock the shit out of me. I got to be the crazy one. I got to be the crazy one. Yeah. I'm okay with all of the lies that has been put out here from Scooby Doo. I'm okay with that. That built him up to do and say the things that he has done. I'm okay with that. I'm past that. I looked at him and say, hey, I too shall rise. You got to rise some type of way, right? You got to rise some type of way. I know, Juicy. I laugh, I laugh, I laugh. They don't know how humorous that I find R. Kelly sector over here. I don't have a group. I don't have a committee. These moderators over here, I don't think that they would moderate if they know that I was keeping up a bunch of shit out here. I don't think so, because I don't want people behind me that see me doing wrong and you're doing wrong with me. Don't do wrong with me. Tell people that. Don't do wrong with me. I laugh. I like to joke, and I like to talk shit. Keeps me young. It keeps me young. My heart is young. I'm fabulous. Trust me, I'm fabulous. They don't give you praise for going to work. He out there looking up trying to see if she do work every fucking day. I'm good. I'm good. For the record, the TSP in the 401k has about 80% of similarities out there. They just got different names on it. That's it. It means the same thing. It's called savings. It's called investings. It's called growth in the money. It's just that your government people just chose to put different titles on it. It's smarty. You know, like how they did with the EBT cards. Each state got different names on them, but they all do the same motherfucking thing, which is buy motherfucking food. Yeah, like that. Shit's crazy. I think that it's my swag. I think that it's my swag of how I'm just laid back, chill. That's it. What up, poo poo? I don't have no worries. Hello, Irish sweetheart. I don't have any worries. And it's because I made it that way. I'm not saying that I didn't never have any. I had to learn how to not have them. How do you not have them? You got to get hold to the main resources in life. And the main one was grind. You got to make money. And I know they say money is the root to all evil, but it depends on who has it and how you use it. What are you using it for? That's it. You can't take it with you. But then that's where you call your generational wealth. I am so happy to have been busting my ass out here to own pretty much every goddamn thing that I have because I have a generation coming up behind me. Here you guys go. Go live life. Don't depend on this and that and this, that. Get your shit. Because then that way you don't have to ask for much of nothing. You have your own. You don't have to worry about, I don't have no friends, or I don't have a man, or I don't have a wife, or I don't have this and I don't have that. You'll be able to get up to go do whatever it is that your heart desires you to do. With me, as opposed to the slavery thing that a lot of people talk about, money makes you feel like you're not in slavery because you do hold the power to your life now, to your life. Example, I can walk out of here, this door right now, if I choose to. I can go buy a brand new car. I can go buy another home. I can go to Jamaica right now if I choose to do so. That's what I mean about it. You don't have to sit and wait. You've gained control over your life. No matter what the laws, no matter what this person says, you can do it because I do it. I don't have anyone telling me when I can go and when I can sit. No, I don't. I'm free and it feels good. And that's what makes life free out here. You have to have those resources, and the main resources to get so, to do so, is you grind, you make it happen. Make it happen, because what anybody else saying, what everybody else is doing, it wouldn't even matter in your life. And that's just me. I'm not out here to worry about what everybody is doing all around the YouTube streets and what you got and what you don't have. But what I will do is, if you call and you ask how you do this, or what is this, or what is that, yes, that's what I'm here for. That's what I'm here for. Absolutely, T. Lynn. But why did I get into this R. Kelly situation? The docuseries. I'm trying not to make this long. Teddy's list of garbage people are coming, so you'll hear Teddy barking. So, and he's doing very well, you guys. Heart checked out, no diseases, ears are clean. Going for his dental cleaning after the 17th. He's doing well. He'll have the little scar, so we don't know if his hair would grow back where they end up cutting him. His stitches are out. He has absolutely no health issues at all. None. He had a whole body CAT scan, everything, and no arthritis, no nothing. And you know why? He doesn't complain about anything. He just lives like he's a happy dog. He eats well. He's good. See, complainers and people that don't want to do shit is usually the ones, and worried about other people's shit is usually the ones that gets those illnesses and shit. Teddy goes does what a dog does. Out, run, does everything. Learn tricks, everything. Has no freaking worry in the world. That dog ain't sick at all. That's what keeps all of the illnesses and the headaches and the stomach aches and all of this shit away from you. Find your happy space. That's what you got to do. Find a happy space. Like, Pap, I have a happy space and I'm happy. So there you go, Jay Bennett. There you go. But apparently, Jay Bennett, it's a bad thing because if I talk about it every day, so now that's a bad thing. If I move to the left, it's a bad thing. If I move to the right, it's a bad thing. I'm like, what in the world? Hey, I ain't here to please everybody. I'm not here to please everybody. Do your thing. You don't like what I say, just keep it moving. It's okay. What I do suggest, though, since you don't like what I say, and if I move to the left or if I move to the right, make your channel and do it better than what I do. Choose to speak better than the way I am. Offer people something. Click the button. Build your channel instead of coming in my comments attempting to attack, because that's going to tell me that you ain't doing shit either. But I'm not going to judge you quite so fast because I don't know what you're doing. But that's the idea that you would give me. That's the idea that you give me. Because not once have I ever ventured off to put a comment on nobody's goddamn page out here. You won't find it. Not interested. If I can't hear what you're saying on your channel and take a piece from that to apply it in my life, which there's a few. I've taken some things from Dr. Rogers' channel and I've applied it to my lifestyle. I've taken some things from Stand Up channel and I've applied that to my lifestyle. I found it beneficial. I leave a comment here too on those type of people pages, and the comments would probably say, thank you. I appreciate you because I was able to take a piece from them and apply it to me to elevate me, to find something in me that I might need to twerk at a little bit. Twerking means to change a little bit in the Ebonic language. Just like when I said reaching, and I gave an example of it, but it didn't make sense. It didn't, that's not the meaning of it. Well, I took it and twerked it in a Ebonic language. You're reaching, meaning searching, digging, trying to grab a piece of Onepapoose life, her personal life that you don't need to know. You're reaching. I hope that that made sense. I hope that I clarified that up enough for you. Any other Ebonic language? Holla at your girl. Because I can take the English language, the English words as well, and define those for you. I'm sorry I put an I on fucking enterprise. Oh, my bad. Dig my motherfucker 6 feet ground of grave and put me in there. Bury me deep. Oh my God. Wanted to kill me for it. Wanted to kill me for it. As much as I see the I before the E with the ing out here. But see, the way I take it with people when they do that, oh, they just made a mistake. Because I know everybody in the world knows that I don't come before E when you're applying the ing to it. See, I know that, but there was no reason for me to come out and attack people like, oh, my Lord, take that. What you doing with that I? Oh, my God, that E don't go there. I'm about to blow your brains out. Really? Simple-minded people. I know I'm complex. I know I may say things that a lot of people don't understand why or how I say it. But there's a lot of people out there that do get it. A lot of people out there that do get it. Shout out to you guys that can relate to my language. It's a little bit different. It's a little bit different. You said, woo, you'll get killed out here. You better put an E on that motherfucking enterprise and with their cap. Woo, I made a mistake. Oh, fuck. Mr. Robert Sylvester Kelly. Yeah. What do I think? I think that Mr. Robert Sylvester Kelly should have not been judged by the public opinion out here. And I don't give a damn who you were or who you are. It was not for anybody to say, oh, he's guilty or he's innocent for that matter of fact. No. I stand for the injustice of Mr. Robert Sylvester Kelly. I am the person that would like to allow the courts to run its process, for them to do what they get paid to do. But I am also that person that likes to opinionate on a lot of the imageable things that we saw out here that brought forth the indictments for Mr. Robert Sylvester Kelly. As I looked at all of these imagery things, the docuseries, all of the interviews with the females, Michael Avenatti speaking, Jim Derogatis speaking, Kim Fox speaking, Gloria Aldrich speaking out and what she had done. That's when I pretty much made up my mind my opinion, and because he was judged by the public opinion based on those people analysis of what they had saw as opposed to what I saw, I would have to say free R. Kelly. And that's how I feel about that. I got highly upset when I found and started reading and hearing that the law was going to allow permissible material of something that he was charged already with in 2002 through a 6-year trial for them to acquit him. They let him go home. But because now your law chooses to take his previous trial from state to federal to entrap him, I had a problem with that. Because no matter how you look at it, if they could not and they did not win a conviction against him from there, which should have been expunged out of his record, never to have been used again. One, I blame the previous attorneys. Two, I blame your government. I don't vote. I would never vote. I would never partake in some of the hideous contradicting as laws that I have ever seen in my life. One nation under God doesn't mean exactly what it says. For liberty, for justice, for all. That doesn't mean exactly what you read. I'm not stupid. Comprehend very well. I opt out of anything that the government place upon the humanity that divides us all, that is meant for some, but not for all. And until they can fix that error, I opt out, not a part of it. And I believe that there's something written in the Bible about that. I opt out. I get pressure from my mom. I get pressure from my family. Oh, well, you need to vote if we're going to make things right. We need to vote if we're going to make things right. I don't care for Mr. West. I have a hard time pronouncing his name, to be honest with you guys. I want to call him Kanye, like the pepper. Then I want to call him Kayi, Kenye. I don't know it is, but so I stick to Mr. West. He told you people, and I don't like him. I do not like him because of what he has done, which was developed him a spiritual cult. I don't like it. I don't like how he's taken some of the older gospel music that has very good meaning to them and turned it into some type of cult, sway, hip hop, whatever he does. I don't like it, but it's okay. But he said, how many years ago? 100, 600 years? And we are still fighting the same freaking crap things. But no, we're okay with that. Mr. Kelly went to jail based on those things. And that's just my opinion. I don't have a clue, none, about masters or anything of sort when it comes to much of that music industry. But I did have sense enough to know right after TLC that something wasn't right about the music industry. It was right after them. It's like, wow, This whole stuff is crooked up there. Different laws for different people. It worked for them. We gonna help you get you some cereal and milk. But don't you ever think that you would be above our law. Different laws. But we'll stand up and say one nation under God. Yeah, right. When? Where? Here? In this country? Okay. Right. I'm not to be fooled, and I will never be fooled. I will never be a victim of the conditional slavery mental way of a lot of people think out here. That's just not how I roll. So they all came out and they told you that, oh my God, there's more tapes and there's more of this, and he's been with this minor and he's been with this minor, and he's accused of aggravated sexual assault of a minor, and he runs a empire called the Enterprise, and he sends all of these people out to do all of these things, and he left semen on my Tommy Hilfiger shirt, and he locked me in a bus, and I could not get out, and the bus had 12 windows on it, and I couldn't use my feet because I became too incompetent to do so. Or I was on the bus with this guy, and we were having our sex time, him and Mr. Kelly and I'm 35 years old, and oh my God, and I got dressed, and he got on the phone, and he called another girl from out of the goddamn room, and she came out with no clothes on, and he told her, get on the floor, bitch. She crawled over to him and started sucking him off. But you 35 and you standing there, you ain't called no police or nothing. Nothing. Not only are the people saying that Mr. Robert Sylvester Kelly is being enabled, you also have enabled and crippled your young Black girls. You've enabled them as well. You're enabling them. You have. The government has. Because the same laws that you want to put on one man, given that he was of age and he should have known better, in order to extract the situation of all of this aggravated assault and all of this, he raped me and he got me in a cult type of shit. You have to place the same damn laws on the females. Set an age on the females. And I said it before in a long ago live that I done. Yes, he was 40 or whatever, but to his liking, he had that freaking choice as long as they were of age. Your law has these different goddamn age range out here. 17 over here, 16 in this state over here, 18 in that state. Once you get them to make up their mind is when you can fix the goddamn problem out here. They have to get it right. Those people that y'all go out to vote for. You ain't put enough pressure on your government to balance everything out. You have a scale like this. You have a scale like that. Ain't shit out here balanced. The same law that you place upon a man that you cannot do this because of your age is the same law that a 16, a 15, and a 14, and a 13-year-old probably should have if you want to rectify the situation. If this 13, 15, 14, whatever chooses to go up in the face of a grown-ass man, and this man ain't put a gun to them, hog-tied and strangled them up and threw them inside this secluded ass van that don't have but 2 windows on the side, the passenger and the front side, where you are looking for them and your child is up on a billboard and there's a goddamn Amber Alert. Put a law on these goddamn girls. You know why you have to put a law on them? Because somewhere the government chooses to raise them, not the parents. The government chooses. They belong to the system. Jim Derogatis felt that he was goddamn system. Well, we felt that the system failed them. No, parenting failed them. The government failed them by not balancing out the fucking laws. Had they put laws out here on your children and as well as mine, and my child knows if you go out there, I don't give a damn how much this man is telling you that he's going to buy you a car and I'm going to put you in the mansion and I got this for you. And he's looking older than your goddamn daddy. Ain't no way you should be in his goddamn presence. You run like fucking hell. That's what you do. You don't stand there and smile because it's a celebrity or because it's any other guy on the block, the big drug dealer on the corner that got all his cars lined up in the motorcycles and shit like that. But you want to go test the water. All he got to do is say, hey, well, you want to take a ride? You're 15 years old. But the law gonna tell you, if you are in the presence of this older man as well, without an adult with your ass, you and your mama or your daddy is gonna get hit with severe fucking charges. Period. Start putting the pressure on the parents. Make the parents do goddamn jobs. I'm sorry. That's the way I feel about it, you guys. That's why I fucking rock with him right now. That's why I'm going to continue to rock with him. I don't give it. People look at the Aaliyah situation. Oh, it's pathetic. She was so-and-so age, and he was this goddamn age. But he was going to, but they married. He married her. He married her. Let's get past the age thing with that shit. He married her. You mean one of the richest fucking R&B man, I don't care about his goddamn age, took on someone else's job to give her things, to get her record labels, to get her all of the finest things in life, and motherfuckers was mad about that? You mad about that? I didn't look at it like it was statutory rape, especially when I got to see, well, damn, he married her. When you marry somebody, allegedly, let's put allegedly on there. If he had chose to marry this female, Aaliyah, he had made a choice to do right by her. He had made a choice to take freaking vows. He had made a choice to have a partner with him, to give her life, to share a part of what he had with her. So I was confused about that. So then I had to go to the catalog on some shit. Okay. Elvis Presley married Priscilla, very young age. Elvis passed away, right? Priscilla, goddamn it, got a world. Priscilla good. From that young age, having her children, she went on with life. So when did it become ugly to us with marriage? That one there kind of fucked me up. That one there kind of messed me up with the people. He married her. Well, if he allegedly married her, how do you get statutory rape out of someone who marries somebody? They that's husband and wife now, right? They sacred together. How do you get the cult thing? How do you get the cult thing? I understand that, Priscilla. I understand that. I understand that. But if I'm looking alongside this age thing for a man Grown man, he's a grown man. And yes, I get it. I get it. He was a grown man. I do get that. But he married, allegedly, Aaliyah, according to the paperwork and this whatever stuff that they got that they putting out here with this certificate and stuff. With the age difference, okay, it was wrong. But when you introduce marriage into it, I can't see no monster. You feel what I'm saying, Priscilla? I don't see a monster. A monster? A pedophile is going to marry somebody? I don't know. But I get the age thing. I get that we can't move past the age thing. You know, I get that. It's crazy. Your laws allowed the government to take Mr. Robert Sylvester Kelly previous trial and integrate it, transfer it over to a federal case on this man. Your laws allowed this government to dig up a racketeering charge on this man, where I look at it like a man of his stature or all of the other big celebrities. You cannot do this by yourself. You're going to have someone to say, hey, can you pick my cleaners up for me? I need you to drive and drop this off for me. You're going to have a team. You're going to have a team. I don't know anybody that doesn't have a team. I don't know any music industry people. I was on here looking at Lil Bird team. He got a team. Birdman. They all got a team. Lil Wayne. They all got a team. Are those also called the enterprises? Are they being labeled as a person that is doing racketeering things? I don't know. It's your laws. It's your laws. Let's talk about the Mann Act before I get into the video, because part of it is about the video. But she says that she left his home in 3 weeks or so, but 3 weeks that she was there, she noticed that it was a younger girl there, and she was of the age of approximately about 17. She says that, well, whoa. I don't think I was going to sign up for this one here. You know what I'm saying? Oh, no. We was all led to believe that none of these females had phones around Mr. Robert Sylvester Kelly. But in her video, she goes on by saying that she was able to call a friend of hers, which she had to lie to Kelly and say, Uber is coming. So Uber coming to pick her up. But before she had did all of that, she ended up contacting the parents of the 17-year-old, which was Azarel. So your Mann Act now comes into play. The way she tells her story, I am led to believe that they knew Azarel was there. And that's just me. And that's what I was talking about with the parent thing. I believe that when Ashanti came out to tell her story to this radio people here that I'm going to play in a minute, I believe that that's what struck the fire out here when it came to Azarel parents. And her story that she told the graphic part of it. Oh, and R. Kelly was doing this, and R. Kelly was doing that, and R. Kelly was doing that. I believe that they knew that she was there, but they did not want the graphical part to be exposed out here. And I just think, in my opinion, that that's what really erupted as a real parents. They didn't want that type of news out here about their daughter. Maybe it made them look like bad parents. She was 17, about to be 18. It's crazy. What I've told you guys about me is pretty much all you're going to know about me. And I'm okay. I don't need new friends. The ones that I've been sitting with over here for coming up here now, close to 2 years, is the ones that I am comfortable with being with. I don't owe anybody no explanation about my life. I'm not the one out here that is doing wrong, that is in wrong shit, or in the wrong crowd at all. I'm gonna play this video. Then I have to get up out of here, you guys. But let me see if I can find it. I have 87 people watching and only one thumbs up. Oh, you guys are awesome. Thank you. Thank you. Let me see. Hold on, I'm still looking. Give me a second.
Well, here is somebody who says they're no longer trapped in the closet. This is somebody who actually is very well familiar with R. Kelly, and she's going to tell us how she knows him. She has a book, and it is called No Longer Trapped in the Closet. She's the author and advocate. Please welcome Asante McGee is here. Hi,
Hey,
good morning.
in the building. What's up?
Good morning.
Okay, Asante, you have a book, and
I do not own the rights to this video. This video is being used for entertainment purpose only, and that is Onepapoose disclaimer.
you have a book, and it's called No Longer Trapped in the Closet. First of all, tell everybody about you and your relationship to R. Kelly.
I dated Rob for a little over 2 years. In the first beginning of the 2 years, I was considered what you call a fly-in, meaning that I was able to come and go as I pleased. It was not until he moved me into his house the summer of 2016 when I actually considered trapped. And when I say trapped, I was not held captive. I was mentally trapped.
Okay.
So can I ask you a question? How old were you when you guys first met, and how did you meet?
Okay, let me stop that there because I'm trying to figure out mentally trapped. Somebody tell me what that means. What does that mean, mentally trapped? Because I kind of think of it two ways. Mentally trapped. I struggle with that one, you guys, because it kind of takes a little bit longer than that to become mentally trapped. So as she go on with her story, she was mentally trapped by the good things that he was doing. Am I correct, or what are you guys thinking? What are you guys thinking with that when she says mentally trapped? What does mentally trapped means? Because in his indictments, they use the word compromise. They use the word manipulated. So that one there was a little bit confusing for me, So, but let's go on. Like, okay, I'm mentally trapped by the good things that he was doing. Because you're talking about in 3, you were there a little bit. She says, what, 2 years or something like that? Let's see what she says. Come on.
Well, here is somebody who says, you have a book and it's called No Longer Trapped in the Closet. First of all, tell everybody about you and your relationship to R. Kelly.
I dated Rob for a little over 2 years. In the first beginning of the 2 years, I was considered what you call a fly-in, meaning that I was able to come and go as I pleased. It was not until he moved me into his house in summer of 2016 when I actually considered trapped. And when I say trapped, I was not held captive. I was mentally trapped.
Okay.
So can I ask you a question? How old were you when you guys first met, and how did you meet?
I was 35 years old, and he had a promo tour for the Black Panty store in Atlanta. It was a 4-day weekend. So I actually met someone from the entourage, and later someone from the entourage introduced me to him, and then I was invited back to hang out with him the January of 2014, the following year.
Okay. So hold on a second. Let's back up just a little bit and let everybody know. You did appear on Surviving R. Kelly.
I did.
You were there on it. Who contacted you to do that, and why did you feel? Why did you do it?
Well, in the beginning, I didn't think this is where we'll be at today. When I left the house, I had to gather my thoughts. And after being involved with him and witnessing the things that he's done to me and the other girls that was there, I felt I needed to contact those parents. So I did whatever I could to contact those parents. And when I contacted them, I let them know what was going on, but I did not reveal my identity to them because I wasn't sure if they was aware of it and, if they would go back and tell.
What was going on in this house? You're saying because I'm trying to understand. First of all, where is the house? How big is it? How many rooms? First of all,
the house was located in Johns Creek, Georgia.
Okay.
The house was, I want to say, about 7 bedrooms.
And each girl, do you guys all share a room, or you guys all have your own room?
We all had our own room. Now at the time, it was only me and 2 other girls
in the house.
In the house.
So were you guys all considered his girlfriend?
Yes. One of them was the trainer. And then the other girl.
So let me stop that one, right? Let me stop that, you guys. She said that she went into a home. She went into a home where she saw other girls, and then the lady asked her, "Well, what you guys were all of his girlfriends?" And she said yes. She said yes. So somebody been, she said yes. And when you respond yes to that question, and in my opinion, you had already volunteered to partake in being a girlfriend and in a relationship. And if you're going to recognize yourself as a girlfriend, you're going to own that freaking title. What comes with being a girlfriend? What comes with being a girlfriend? You get to go shopping, to the movies, ride in the car with them. use his car, do a whole bunch of stuff, and of course, have sex, especially at that age. But I don't know. I just wanted to hear her story, you guys. Let me see, where were we? Let's see.
No. She trained us how to please him. Oh, sexually. Got you. So hold up. Wait. So you come into this house, you're introduced to another girl, and it's saying this is also his girlfriend. And then you're introduced to a woman that says, we're going to train you how to please R. Kelly. And you were like, okay. It didn't go exactly like that. He actually introduced me to the trainer April of that year prior to him moving me to the house. Well, because you were flying back and forth, right, to see him. Because you got promoted from the fly into the main. So when you
he introduced her
you were flying,
to
by the way, everybody,
trainer. He introduced her to a trainer prior to moving into this house.
Oh,
okay.
So hold up. Wait. So you come into this house, you're introduced to another girl, and it's saying this is also his girlfriend. And then you're introduced to a woman that says, we're going to train you how to please R. Kelly. And you were like, okay. It didn't go exactly like that. He actually introduced me to the trainer April of that year.
So how did she know she was a trainer prior to her moving into the house? Allegedly, she said, he introduced me to a trainer prior to moving into the house. So you met a trainer, you're able to tell these people that you assume that this was a trainer, but I'm still gonna move into this home. Oh, you was ready. You were ready. You signed up. You signed up. Let me see what else you got to say.
Well, because you were flying back and forth, right, to see him. Because you got promoted from the fly into the main.
So look how he said you got he said you got promoted.
We are talking to the and she has a book. This is your book, right? Yes. No longer trapped in the closet. You also saw
now. I bet she wouldn't have been able to put that trapped in the closet on that book if R. Kelly would have never had trapped in the closet. You wouldn't have never been able to come up with that goddamn trapped in the closet. That shouldn't even be eligible to freaking sale out there. Nope. Sounds like it's you took his name. You took the name. No.
Television documentary Surviving R. Kelly. When you were flying in, did you think you were the only one though? When you were flying, he was honest with me, and the reason why I accept that because I was in marital abusive. My ex-husband was abusive to me. He cheated on me, had a baby on me, different things like that. So when Rod was honest with me in the beginning, I respected that because my ex-husband was not. So, because of who he was, I would have been.
Now, we all know that all of the women's stories have some similarity to it because they all come out and they say, well, when Rob was honest and he was sincere and he would listen to my stories and then he would tell us some of his stories. All of them have that similarity with it. But this is where they are able, your government people, your system was able to put that the manipulating inside of the indictments or compromise or whatever. I should have took it out, have the paperwork down here on the bottom of the desk, but it gave them the opportunity to search and find a word to put inside of the indictment that would associate to what they all were describing. And so yeah.
Been a fool to not believe that I was on the girl. So in the beginning, everything's voluntary. Like you go there on your own, and you're now being promoted. You're being trained how to satisfy him and everything like that. When does it become this whole thing where you're saying you're trapped mentally? By the first week, even the second week. By the second week, I was trying to figure out how I was going to leave that house. Why? It was too much. From rules. If you wanted, he's telling you welcome home, but how is this my home if I can't walk freely in this house? You can't walk. Yeah, where can't you go? Like, give us the rules. So say if I want to come out my room, I have to first text him or call him and say, Daddy, can I come out my room? Wait. And the trainer taught you these rules? Well, he told me these.
Now, there's your other problem right there. Ashanti, there's your other problem. As you says that Mr. Robert Sylvester Kelly would tell, you welcome home. Welcome home, sweetheart. And the moment that you knew that you were coming in to be a girlfriend, and Mr. Kelly sat there and said, well, welcome home, and pointed to, that's your room over there. That was questionable. Why the hell am I in a separate goddamn room? I'm your girlfriend. I'm coming in the room with you. What are you doing? Plenty of chances, plenty of choices that could have been made right here. That's your room over there, huh? Nah, bruh. We girlfriend, boyfriend. We scoot that shit over on the dresser, cause I gotta put my perfume, the earrings and shit on the other side of the dresser. I was right. The flag was there. Had you had any problem with being the girlfriend, because that would have been my first goddamn problem. I don't know about y'all out there. Oh, I like this closet. What side of the closet you? Okay, what side you want me on? That side or this side? Well, the he's and hers. What? Not a whole goddamn separate motherfucking bedroom, because I'm girlfriend now. Remember, I signed up for this shit, but he threw your ass in another bedroom. That was a flag there. She got your ass on up out of there.
And then the trainer, if she saw I did something wrong, she'd be like, "Oh no, you can't do this. You have to do that." But for the trainer, she was more there sexually than anything.
Oh, I object. I object, Your Honor. I object, Your Honor. Because you know good goddamn well, if somebody came in and then signed up to be the girlfriend, you coming in to get your freaky deaky on too. The sex was for you too. But now, since you want to tell your story that way, that's that bitter part where you knew that your grown ass was gonna get some, and the other grown woman was gonna get some, because he told you, you said you had a trainer. He was training your ass to get ready to have some grown people goddamn sex. Cause oh my God, this is gonna be tough for me, y'all.
Can I come out the room? If he did not respond, then I had to come out my room and literally stomp until someone heard me to come downstairs. What do you mean stomp? Like literally not like stomp on the floor with your feet, like just stomp. Someone acknowledged me to come downstairs. Okay. So how long did you date? You said 2016. You met him? No, I met him originally in 2013, but we started seeing I met him officially 2014 January, and I was formally introduced. Okay. And that's when he gave me his number. And then we had our first sexual relationship February 2014. Oh. So is the hype, because a lot of people will ask, because you said you were 35 when you met him. A lot of people want to know, knowing his reputation, knowing that he has multiple women, why would you do this? Is it the hype of it's R. Kelly? Like, what is it about you allowing yourself to be in a situation like this? Is he buying you things? Is he, you know what I'm saying? And one thing him being R. Kelly, like I said, I would have been a fool to think that I was the only person he was seeing. So I respected his honesty. So yes, he was buying me things.
And that's all that needs to be said with her. You respected his honesty. He did not lie. So somebody tell me again, why is Mr. Robert Sylvester Kelly being held in the MCC building? Why? Because he ain't lied. She just said it. I respected his honesty. His music told you who the man was. You had choices. You had choices. Plenty of them. Do you want in or do you want out? Do you want in or do you want out? Mr. Robert Sylvester Kelly is not going to be the only or the last goddamn man out here in these goddamn streets of the United States of America that is doing exactly what you had fallen for. A man that made choices of how he wants to live his life by the law. The law permits a man to have multiple females as long as they are of age and not married to them all. That's just how I see it. Now, if they want to make a law and tell these men that you can't be a player, you can't be a player, you can't have no more than 3 girlfriends, then y'all let me know. Y'all let me know when that shit happens. When they start shutting that shit down, y'all let me know.
It was like a normal relationship. I never saw the other girls until I moved into the house. Even before then, I guess he started introducing me to them. They knew me, but I didn't know them. But you know, in defense of you, I understand what you were saying, because you said, listen, I was in an abusive relationship. I was in a relationship where a man had a child on me. So again, you're probably feeling a certain kind of way, and him showing attention, he's a big time superstar and everything else. You were probably a little vulnerable right then and there, right? Yeah. So after that, now you meet him, and then you move to this house with him. So you met him in 2014. How long were you there? When did you finally leave? He moved me to the house the end of May of 2016, and I left the second week of June. So it was that Wednesday before Father's Day of 2016. Okay, you were just there for a few months. Well, no, I lived in the house for 3 weeks. Oh, and see, that's why a lot of people get the confusion. They think that throughout our relationship, he abused me. He did not. He did have his controlling things, but it wasn't nothing that I felt that was too crazy. You know, texting my whereabouts, let him know when I'm at the airport, different things like that. I felt that, it's for my safety. So that's the difference, and that's why I receive a lot of backlash, because they're thinking that I said that I was with him for the whole time and he abused me, and that's why, but that's not the case. That's not the case. No. So when you decided to leave, you just left. It was not that easy now.
Wasn't that easy.
Originally, when I was going to leave, he had a show in New Orleans for Father's Day. Right. So I was going to have somebody come and get me there and never return. But I actually got into an altercation with the trainer, and it was like with the sexual trainer. Yes, with the sexual trainer. And one of his assistants was like, Mr. Kelly, Asante and so about to get into a fight. So, we called Mac and what was going on, and I told him, he told me I had a black woman syndrome, that I didn't like another woman to tell me what to do, especially a younger one. And, I'm explaining, well, she talks to you crazy, blah, blah, blah. She was a female R. Kelly. What does that mean? Meaning that she was just abusive as he is. With verbally, and controlling like that. How old was she? At the time, she was like 32. And is she still with him? I'm not sure. I don't know, recently if she's still with him, but I know when I left that she was still there. And how old was the third lady that was there? The third lady, she was 18 years old. Oh my God, she just turned 18? I remember seeing her the year before that summer, and she was 17 years old. So let's talk about that, Asante. We're talking to Asante McGee, everybody, who actually lived with R. Kelly in the house with, what, you said 2 other women? The young girl, you said you met him, you were 35, right? So clearly, he said that in an interview with Gail. I'm like, oh, but here's the thing. Did you see a lot of young girls? No. And see, because like I said, when I was just flying back and forth, I really did not see young girls. And it's crazy because when I moved into the house, I remember seeing this girl twice prior to me moving in. And when I first saw her, the first time I saw her, which was in Connecticut, we had like 2 concerts in Connecticut and in New Jersey. Okay. And at that time, I thought she looked really young, but I'm like, okay, maybe she just looked younger for her age. She was sitting on his lap. And so then I saw her earlier, I think later on in Oklahoma at another concert. And when she's sitting on his lap, she was asked, because he told me to come into his dressing room where her back was facing me, and he was rubbing on her butt. So
now, keep in mind that she said Connecticut,
17.
She went to 2 states.
So, and I was confused. He was like,
she did 2 states.
And, I was just
and she kept seeing the same look. She kept seeing this girl from the 2 states, Saw her in Connecticut. She looked kind of young to you. You still showed up. There still wasn't an Amber Alert. There still wasn't a surrounding of police officers or none of that. And you made it over to the other state where another concert was going on. You showing up everywhere of a monster to be in his presence as well. To what? I think now you just became a whole spy. You just was out there spying to tell.
So it was like everything was normal. And I guess that's when he was just molding me to meeting the other girls.
Molding you? Are you being molded and you showing up every goddamn where?
Which one is Azarel? Okay. Who was just on the interview on Friday with Gail King.
And she's saying that her parents just want the money.
No.
That's not the situation.
And I contacted the parents. And when I contacted both parents and I told them what, he's done to me and what I witnessed their kids do, I felt that they did not know and they were not okay with it.
What have you witnessed their kids do?
As far as Azarel, I witnessed her perform for
So you pay attention where she said that I called them to let them know of what their kids were doing. She said their kids. She's speaking about the two young ladies of who the parents went on a witch hunt for. Two of them. Yeah. What they. Okay. Oh.
And I just started hearing moaning and stuff, and I looked up, and everybody just seemed like it was normal,
and
no one was bothered.
And she still didn't leave, and she still did not go get the proper authorities. You know why? Because of them being of an age. She's gonna tell the world there were no minors. There were no children around. None. So it's hard for me to buy the story out here with these allegations that they have put on Mr. Robert Sylvester Kelly. And this is why I stand with Free R. Kelly.
I have a teenager, and there's no way I would be comfortable with, somebody watching my teenage do this. But anyway,
wait, you have a teenage daughter. So while you were living away with him, somebody obviously was caring.
Well, this was the summertime. And so that's what a lot of people think, that I left my kids unattended. No. When I was dating him and was traveling back and forth, they were well attended, not by my teenage daughter, with a close friend that I've known for 10 years, and also family member. Okay. So this was the summer. And you lived with R. Kelly for 3 weeks. Yes. In the house with 2 other women, a big house. Yes. Who cleaned this house, by the way? Like, who shut up and cleaned in this house?
Did the trainer have that activity?
Nobody cooked. Nobody cooked. What y'all eat? Takeout. When we did get takeout, who would buy this takeout? That like his assistant or somebody will get food for all of us.
Wait. You said when we did get takeout. So are you saying that
y'all go all day without eating? What? We did not. I mean, it's not like
there wasn't anything in the fridge.
No, the fridge was empty. If there was something, it was still like expired food.
So it is true that he would maybe withhold food from you guys. Was that a form of punishment?
I don't know if it was. I know sometimes it will be a form of punishment, but for all of us not to eat.
Let me do this real quick. The moderator says that there are only 62 likes and 105 in the chat room. I am taking a risk right here and playing a video that I do not own to share with the chat room. On Fridays, I do $1 for PAP Day to support the channel. So since nothing has moved forward and I'm actually just sitting here and I get it to entertain people, I'm going to exit the building. Yeah, I am. So you guys can go over and watch the video, and I will see you guys whenever I see you guys. I said what I said about myself. No new friends. I'm good with the moderators and the people that sits over here. You guys have a blessed day. I'm out.